Today I'm going to be breaking down the highly anticipated fight between Paddy, the Baddy Pimblett, and Bobby Green. Not calling him King Green, that is super cringe. Anyways, let's jump into it. This is probably my favorite matchup on UFC 304 just because of the questions in the air. Is Paddy legit? Is Bobby Green too old to hang in the division? Is there going to be a turning of the guard? Let's find out. I'm going to be breaking down their strengths, weaknesses, and path to least resistance to get the W. And strengths for Paddy Pimblett. Let's go to keep it short and sweet, man. He's definitely going to have the attribute advantage. He's going to be bigger in there. He's going to be stronger. He's going to have the reach advantage. That's all great. He does have a solid chin. He takes shots in every single one of his fights. He gets knocked around that octagon all the time, and he still keeps his composure, which is good. He's got the better grappling than Bobby Green. It's a little overrated, but it's still solid grappling. His age, he's only 29. Bobby Green's 37. That's going to be a definite factor in it. Father Time is undefeated. Power, man. He probably has the power advantage in this matchup, punch for punch, but I wouldn't put too much value in that. And he's got the confidence, man. He hasn't been knocked out like Darren Till has, and he hasn't become a shell of himself. He hasn't lost that aura and hype. So he's got the aura, hype, hometown advantage. He's got a lot of things going for him in the matchup. He definitely has his fair share of weaknesses, though. So weaknesses, he's got his chin super far up in the air. Every time he throws a shot, his chin actually gets higher up in the air somehow. I don't know. He overextends too much. You see so many fights. In the last Ferguson fight, this guy's fallen out of his shoes swinging. So definitely a problem. He's overextending way too far. He's spammy and predictable at times. You'll just see him throw 1-2s 5 times in a row, and throw the same leg kick 5 times in a row, all naked, no setups, which is not super desirable. He's got bad defense, pitiful defense, terrible footwork, bad entries, bad exits, you name it. I'm going to try to keep it short. I could really dive into this, but yeah, he's just got terrible defense. Hands need to stay up at that chin, Paddy, and that chin needs to stay down. He's got weak takedowns. Although his grappling's good and he can, choose position over submission, which is good, he's just got terrible entries, man. This guy gets bullied in basically every fight. Jordan Levitt slamming him on his head, barely able to get Tony Ferguson down. 1 takedown in UFC so far. Just a little bit overrated grappling. So super bad defense and overrated grappling. Bobby Green's strengths, man. This guy is a counter puncher and thrives off the back foot. You're going to have a long night if you follow him around the octagon. That is not what you want to do. He's got great defense. The hands down style, I know it's a little bit off-putting, but he actually has really good defense. He's good at getting his head off the center line and a great sense of danger and when he should and should not throw. He controls the range very well. He's got excellent footwork. This guy's just dancing around the octagon. He's unorthodox, the hands down style. Paddy's never seen anything like that. And he's got experience, man. He's a tried and true vet. He's been in the game for a long time. So let's go to his weaknesses, though. He definitely has them. Sometimes he tries to get too creative. He'll throw a random spinning wheel kick or a roundhouse kick or an axe kick, just some junk shots that just allow people to close the distance. Not a fan of it. Yeah, he's a flow fighter. He can't be taken out of his flow, and he looks like a shell of himself when he is. Reference Islam Makhachev fight. He's got a questionable chin. His chin hasn't looked bad his past couple fights, but remember, he's 37, and he took a beating from Jalen Turner like I've never seen before. So he also has a wrestling deficiency. It's not bad wrestling. It's just he gets too focused on the wrestling, and his striking doesn't look good, but he's got decent wrestling. He can sometimes be overconfident and just, what? And I could just see him getting clipped there, doing something goofy like that as he gets older and older and reaction times slow down. Yeah, overall, though, not too weak. He definitely is the favorite in this matchup for me. In terms of game plan, let's jump right into it. Paddy's game plan, I'm really looking for Paddy to not follow this guy around the cage. I want the same look that he had against Tony Ferguson, moving back. Every time you want to get into the range, make him eat 3 shots. Make him eat a body, a leg kick, a body jab. I think that body jab's going to be money. The main shot I really want him to throw, I don't really want to see a 1-2 too much. I think Bobby Green is a little bit too fast. I just want to see straight rights right down the pipe. Just naked straight rights, no setup. Just try to speed check him. You'll see Bobby Green walking in a lot of time with his leg up or looking for a kick. Jim Miller caught him in his last fight, just firing that firing a shot right down the middle, except he threw a 1-2, I believe, and I really want Paddy just to throw that naked right down the middle. And then right after he throws that, I want him to move into a clinch, run him, push him up against the fence, shoot on him, whatever you got to do. Make the fight dirty. Do not sit there and get exchange in long combinations with this guy. You're going to get put to sleep if you do, and you're going to get touched up all night. So don't follow him around the cage. Look for that 2. Utilize your good kicks. Paddy's got some solid kicks on him. He's an athletic guy. He's a strong guy. I think he can bully him and get to a decision win in this fight, but I also think there's a chance of that knockout. I think that naked 2 is going to be money all night. So yeah, just when you feel pressured, just shoot, clinch, shoot, clinch. Bobby Green, path to victory, man. Just be yourself. Stick to the bread and butter. Stick to the good stuff. I don't want to see these axe kicks or spinning kicks. Don't let the crowd get to you. Don't be trying to put on a show, man. Stick to your bread and butter. Frustrate the guy. Stick your jab out there. Pop him with the jab. Force him to explode to enter the range. Just score on him when he can't score on you, and frustrate him. He'll eventually start moving forward, and that's when you work your back foot offense and just put this guy away, man. I really think Bobby Green can put him away, but Paddy's chin is super solid. So yeah, avoid the grappling at all costs. If you get put up against the fence, I don't want to see the pitter-patter on the back of the head or the pitter-patter to the body. I don't want any of that. I want you looking at position over damage in all grappling situations. So yeah, just be very wary of the grappling. Stick to the good stuff, bread and butter, okay? Official prediction for this one. It's a tough one. I'm torn between it. Every time you think about this fight, it can go either way. But I think I am going to stick to my initial lean, which is Paddy the Baddy Pimblett by split decision. I think it is going to be another robbery. I know not a lot of people are leaning this way. I know a lot of people are picking Bobby Green. I personally think if you're thinking with logic, you're going to pick Bobby Green. But I think with the hype, the aura, the hometown advantage, with everything else going into it, I think Paddy will be getting his ass kicked for majority of the fight, but I think he will land a random shot here and there in rounds, and Bobby Green will get sloppy trying to put on a show. Paddy will get top control and control a round. He'll land a big shot in another round, control a round, take the back, maybe look for a rear naked. Bobby Green survives it, and then Bobby Green will probably take 1 round, and then there will be 1 controversial round. I think it's going to be a razor close fight, but I think Paddy is going to take it by split decision. So that is my official prediction for Paddy the Baddy Pimblett versus Bobby Green for UFC 304.